you gotta understand that this is about marketing. Like, this whole thing is about marketing. It's about your image. It's about your story. You gotta be appealing to people. A lot of artists just have MySpace and just have, you know, a couple songs and don't have a website, don't have marketing.
Got me feeling some type of way, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. Ha! You make me feel some type of way. Baby, won't you come to me? Oh, you make me go crazy. I've been losing sleep. Girl, what did you do to me? Oh.
Good evening, everyone. I am your host, Miss TML. We have the multi-talented, hard-working woman of the day, GGK, in the building.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the show. Shout out to you.
Oh, no. I know talent. I know sportsmanship. And I just seen this star in you when I first seen you. And I wasn't sure if you was a rapper. I didn't know what was going on in regards to who was at the event. But when I heard you start freestyling, I was like, yeah, she's it. She got it. The look, the image, it was there. And that was immediate. That was my first interaction with you, not even knowing you from social media or anything like that. So that's what stood out to me. And then I had the opportunity of interviewing DJ Boom, who told me that he was your tour DJ or your DJ. So
yeah, that's my guy. Yo, shout out to DJ Boom.
Yeah, so that was dope because it was just, it came hand in hand. It was like, I seen you and then I heard about you through someone who I know is working hard in New England to push independent artists as well. So it was a dope experience to how I came about GGK. And then just over the last couple of months, just learning about you and seeing the content that you're putting out and things like that. And I know that you're passionate, that you're serious, and that you're dedicated to your craft.
Definitely.
So shout out to you for that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So tell me a little bit about GGK. What is GGK all about?
You know, GGK is all about a lot of different things. I'm very versatile in music, but I'm a very versatile music. Person. You know, GGK is just this fun, crazy, weird, loves to rap, sing person. I'm just a nice, caring person. GGK is just like, it's hard to explain myself as a person because it's kind of hard, but hearing from other people, it's like, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. GGK is about that.
I definitely, I definitely felt that charisma in you. So that's definitely a good quality to have as an artist, is that people like you genuinely, you know, and they know that you're not, you know, you come across to me as very humble. And that's important in this business. So again, showing the level of humbleism, of sportsmanship, is very important to be successful in this business. And I see you doing that. I see you sharing other artists. I see you pushing for other artists. And that is somebody that I want to be a part of, you know what I mean? And be a part of helping you be successful in what you're trying to do. So I'm here for that. I'm here for that, Gigi, always.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You part of the GGK family.
I need my merch. I need my merch. Seriously.
I got you. You know I got you. You know I got you.
I was like, oh, she got merch too? Oh, she's on top of it. That's what's up.
Oh,
like,
yeah, definitely. I got to make my bread somehow.
That's right. That's right. It's all about the return. It's all about the takeaways and how you can reinvest into your music. And that's important for artists to know that. Merch is a big part of revenue for artists. And I see you taking advantage of that early. And that's important. A lot of artists that are just starting out or are not as seasoned don't even know that aspect of the business. So I see that you not only are, artistic in a lot of ways, but you're also educated about this business. And I think that's important to express how, you also do a lot of behind the scenes things, and, you've been working, so.
Exactly. And I can't forget the people that helped educate me in this business. So I'm making sure I'm doing the right thing. So shout out to them. I can't forget about them.
That's right. That's
for
right.
helping me gain that knowledge,
Tell me what first got you into music.
I want to say like talent shows really got me into music. I used to do talent shows as a kid for like elementary school and a little bit of middle school. I don't know, just something about music really connected to me, and just the energy I was bringing on stage as a kid made people always go wild. Like, obviously I was a kid, I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I grew up, but it was like every time when I did a talent show, I just drew in a lot of people. That's and awesome. I just felt like I was important in a way, you know what I mean?
Right. So you're a force to be reckoned with, Yeah. That's important to have that, that je ne sais quoi.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And owning that and knowing that you have that, power is important, and what you do with it. So shout out to you for that, because you're staying original, you're staying true to your brand, to yourself.
I have to. This game's too crazy to be faking to be someone else.
Now, can you tell me who or what inspired you to do music?
I'm always gonna, say his name with pride. Chris Brown is the reason why I'm actually doing what I'm doing today, is because, like, as a kid, I always listened to his music. I always watched his music videos, and I loved how creative he is and how he brings his visions to life. And I looked up to that. Like, I wanted to bring my imaginations to life with music, and he kind of steered me into that direction to become that.
Yeah.
So kudos to him. He's the reason why I do what I do. So
now that's awesome. I could definitely see the Chris Brown influence.
Yeah, he's a big influence in my life.
I could definitely see that. That's dope, because I think Chris is an artist. Aside from just being a musician, he's an artist. He's creative, and he's come with a creative edge to himself that is unmatched. So shout out to you for that, for being able to, own that and be the same way in so many ways. So tell me, I'm looking at the comments, and I'm actually going in and seeing what people are saying, and things like that. So we have some people that are watching, people supporting. Shout out to you guys, Benjamin, Janie. He was just
shout out to all y'all who are watching. I appreciate y'all. Right. Hopefully y'all become fans.
That's right. Now tell me, how would you describe the music that you typically make?
My music is fun. It makes you want to get up and dance. You can sit there and listen to my music and roll a blunt and relax. Like, my music just brings that vibe. It's like not that sitting down music. It actually makes you want to move. It actually makes you think about your life and situations a little bit. And that's what I like to bring in the table with my music. I like to bring that fun and energetic and that chill vibe to the table, instead of all that negative stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's too much negative stuff in this world. So I try to bring as much positivity as I can through my music, so people can, chill. So
that's right. I got that. And I was surprised. Like, when I listened, and I was like, yo, I could listen to this in the club. I can listen to this in my car. And I can listen to it at the gym. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
that was dope to see that. And I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting you to come out rapping, and you came out singing and rapping. And that is one of the things that I look for in artists, is the creativity and the versatility. So you displayed that, you know, from the first time that I heard you. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about your creative process? How does it work for you? How do you, what makes you write? Because I know you did talk about that a little bit in regards to your writing has started to manifest more, that you're getting more into the writing aspect of it. So what is that process like for you?
So it's like I find it, so it's like I get these beats, and a beat has to stick with me. Like a beat has to legit just take me away. Like, this is the beat and this is what I gotta write to. And for some reason, I find my words in the beat. It's like weird. Like I find the melody and everything, and it's like I connect to it. I look at making music as in making love to your partner. You gotta make sure you're in rhythm with each other, because if one's it's not gonna be good. It's like, you got to make love to the beat. You got to make sure you're not writing the beat. You got to make sure the beat's writing you. And so it's just like, I listen to the beat and the words just flow. I just very connected to it, and it just flows. But I'm not, all other beats, I'm very picky. But when it comes to like specific beats and genres that I do, you know, I connect to them really well. So that's how I really start my creative writing piece.
I like that because that's actually how I started as an artist. I used to tell people, like, unless I hear the words in the beat, I can't write to it. You know what I mean? Like, I have to hear the word. It has to mesh.
I gotta feel it. Yeah, it
has to. Like, it just has to make sense, you know, to go with the beat.
Exactly.
And that wordplay is important, you know, that you perfect that wordplay with that beat. I think that's
I'm getting better at that. It's crazy.
Crazy. And I can't wait to hear the new music that you say that you have coming, because I can only imagine that it's just going to be super.
Oh my God. I have something for the ladies. Oh, trust me, y'all ladies gonna go crazy. Y'all gonna go crazy. You gonna be like, oh shit. Y'all gonna go crazy for this.
I'm here for it. So tell me, who would you most like to collab with? It can be mainstream, underground. I want both.
Oh my gosh, there's so many artists. It's so many, man. Jesus, like, out of all people, even I was talking to my label about this like a couple months ago. I was like, to start off my career or something, I really gotta do a track with Chris Brown. Hands down, that has to be my first. Future is Chris Brown, because with my Afrobeat vibe and his Afrobeat, we can make something fucking insane. We can make something crazy.
That's right. I believe that. And I'm going to hold you to that. I think that you're going to work with Chris Brown. I think that the day is going to come.
Throw a little bit of Fabio in there. Platinum record already. Golden.
I love that, Gigi. I love that for you. That I could see. I definitely think Chris Brown is an open-minded, you know, artist. And he gets inspired by people like you that, you know, have that same energy. So I look forward to that. I'm going to tag Chris Brown in this interview to make sure he sees it.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, we'll have the clubs jumping like nothing.
Now, if you could open for any artist, who would it be? I know Chris Brown would be one. Let's have three.
I would open up the top three.
Yep.
I will open up for Millie's. Shout out to Cambridge. Shout out to Millie's. You know, shout out to the state. I will open up for, well, I already opened up for her, but I will open up for her again because she's lit. Billy B. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
That's right.
And then the last person I would really have to open up to because like he's that lit. I would have to open up for uh the this is bad. I forgot his name already. But I'll open up for Burna Boy. There we go.
Okay.
I'll open up for Burna Boy.
Burna Boy is a good one. I like that. Now, what is a message that you would like to give to your fans, the people that have been supporting you?
I just want to let you all know that you guys keep me going. Every time when I fall, you guys keep me up. And I just want you guys to know that even one of us fall, we all fall, but we all love each other and care for each other so much that we can all still bring each other up. And just know that don't let anybody beat you for you cool, and just keep going, y'all. Just keep going.
That's right. That's right. It's not a race, it's a marathon. And
yeah, exactly.
If you stay committed to going, you'll get somewhere. You'll get where you're supposed to be. So tell me, what is your ultimate level of success for you? When will GGK feel like I've made it?
I already did make it.
Okay.
Once you start doing what you love doing, you already made it. There's no prize. If you're already doing what you're loving, you already made it. Just because you don't have the house, the car, whatever, doesn't mean you didn't make it. If you're already doing shows, recording, dropping songs, already making some noise and got fans, you made it.
That's right.
You made it. I already made it.
That's
I'm
right.
Chilling.
I like that. Now, if it wasn't for music, what would you say you would be doing right now?
I can't really answer that because I feel like I'd be lost. Like, music is a big part of my life. Like, that saved me. I think I'll be into sports. I feel like because my family's such a sports family. I feel like I'll be playing basketball or still going to college or some shit like that. Like, I dropped out of college because I felt like I can be bigger in the world than just being behind books and trying to still get good grades to become something. So I dropped out of college, and I'm grateful that I did because I am where I am today in this music. But like, if I didn't have music, I'd probably still be at college, still be on the desk trying to get a degree.
Right, still trying to figure it out, and I think you have it figured out. I know that I seen a post that said that you just became an A&R as well for Sapphire. Shout out to you, congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
How did that come about?
So basically, my label, if any of you guys are artists, my label's looking for artists, and they were asking me if I wanted to, make some noise and hop on and help out. And I know that Boston is not very a big supportive state, which is sad because I even had to leave Massachusetts to go to another state to become noticed.
That's right.
So them giving me a chance to be an A&R gives me a chance to look for artists in the Massachusetts area to be heard.
That's right.
Because I feel like we all always have to leave our home state to go get heard somewhere else because our state doesn't show us enough love, but they can go buy $200 to $300 pairs of Jordans for something that probably won't even last long.
That's
you know what I mean? So me becoming an A&R for Sapphire Records out in California will give me a chance, instead of me getting heard, giving another artist out here a chance to be heard than just me. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
so
right.
Hopefully I can, some way, somehow help Massachusetts get on to the maps where they can be just like New York and not have to leave to blow up. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
You don't got to travel across the world just to sign a deal and blow up. Like, we can have that all in Massachusetts. It's just we all need to come together in this music industry, because right now in the outside, people are really laughing at us.
Right.
Everybody's laughing at us.
Massachusetts is the most untapped market. But one thing that I want to tell you in regards to that, what I had to learn is I had to stop looking at just Massachusetts. This is why I expressed New England, because New England as a whole is a region, and you need a regional, impact in order to make an effect. So it wasn't just about me, fighting for the artists in Massachusetts anymore, because I used to be so Boston. I used to be so, oh, it's all about Boston. And I had to realize I had to go to New Hampshire. I had to go to Maine. I had to go to Vermont and see that there was genuine love and support out there for artists. It just was that it was untapped. It was unrecorded. And when I started doing shows in those areas and started realizing that, you know, there's so much opportunity in New England to be successful. You just have to align yourself with the right team and the right circle of people that are in these different areas. So, you know, one thing I want you to take a look at, not just is Massachusetts, is as New England as a whole, you know, because that's your market. That's what's going to make an impact. So I try to express that to artists as much as possible. Go to New Hampshire, do shows up there. You'll be surprised how many people will genuinely come up and buy your stuff and support.
Like, I was amazed when I went to New Hampshire and had a show, and a lot of people show love there more than some love at home. Like, it was weird, but like I completely understand what you're saying. Maybe just not just Massachusetts. We talking about all New England. Massachusetts, we so damn selfish. We talk about everybody in New England. Shit. I'm sitting here
we
talking about
Massachusetts. We gotta come as a whole. We have 6 states that we can represent. As a whole, musically, you know, so that was where I was like, listen, that's what I want to capitalize on, and that's why I focus on not just bringing artists from Boston or, you know, from New Hampshire or Connecticut or Rhode Island. I want everybody to be a part of the media loop. That's a part of New England, and getting us a circuit of great artists. You know what I mean? So. And that's what I aim to push for. But I also integrate artists from other parts of the world. I've had artists from Germany, from Europe, from Africa. Like,
shout out to all them.
Listen, we gotta be able to tap into those other markets. It's like one hand washes the other. They're struggling just as much as we're struggling here. So why not band together and create something great? You know, so I've been blessed to be able to do that. And like you said, I had to be recognized by people outside of New England in order for New England to respect me, you know? So I totally understand from the artists, you know, how that works, and understanding that it's not easy. You know what I mean? You have to stay consistent and be, you know, optimistic, because this is a tough market, you know? It's
if you really want it, you would lose sleep over it. Oh, trust me, I'm losing a lot of sleep over this. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I love it.
That's right. Tell me, how do you think the internet has impacted the music industry?
I felt like it's impacted it a lot ever since TikTok came out and other outlets for artists to show their music. It's impacted a lot, and it has helped a lot of people find different outlets instead of just YouTube and Instagram to post their videos to get noticed. And I think the internet is a big help. I also try to tell that to artists, because there's some artists that I know that don't use any social media, and they're still stuck in kind of the same situation. And I tell them, I was like, I don't even like using social media, but I have to in order to get where I need to be and get those numbers that the industry is looking for. So I have no choice. So I try to tell them, even if you don't like being on it, at least have it there so your fans know you're there. Because if you don't have any of that, you're not going to get those numbers. So I think just all these new outlets and different choices these artists can take instead of having all the social media is just a very good thing for them. I think the internet and the social media building is starting to be good and giving more people chances and different things. So.
Great answer, Gigi. I love that, and I think that's important that you express that, you know, to artists that take advantage of your social media. I tell artists all the time, like, me as a marketer, I can push your stuff, but the people that are going to buy into you for real are the people that are in your network. And if you're not consistently engaging with them and showing them that you're consistent and pushing out stuff, they're not going to believe in you. One clip that I had that I just shared, I actually want to hear it, is the Bia clip. The funny thing about Bia is that I knew about Bia 10 years ago. And people kept saying Bia, Bia. And I was like, who's Bia? You know, she's from Cambridge. Like nobody ever heard of her. And the next thing you know, she blew up. And everybody was like, oh, she was in
I didn't even
Vegas.
know who she was till she blew up.
Right. And it's like it took for her to go somewhere else, just like Joyner, just like Millie's. It took for them to go somewhere else and to be recognized in order for New England to recognize them as real artists. So we have to kind of change that dynamic. And I'm glad that it's people like you that's trying to do that. So shout out to you for that. Now tell me, what is your favorite song to perform?
Oh my gosh, I have a lot of songs I like to perform. I have to think my start off for a show, it has to be Come My Way, because Come My Way has that amp and gets the crowd started. That's what I like to do. I like to vibe off the energy so I can just go crazy. Because if I know my audience is comfortable, then I'm comfortable. So you know what I mean? So I try to have something as a start off to get the crowd jumping so I can get that hypeness.
That's right. I love that, Gigi. I love that. And that's what it's about. It's the energy. That was one of the reasons why I recommended you for the show, for the exhibit that we're doing at Sammy's Patio, because I felt like you would bring that energy, a party vibe. And that's what's important, is creating that type of environment. I tell artists all the time, where they feel is when they're performing songs that don't necessarily mesh with what's going on in the venue. And songs, you know, the upbeat, the up-tempo songs are the songs that people are going to vibe to, that they're going to remember. And that's how you get the crowd hyped, you know? Don't play me low melody, you know, that's going to make people leave. That's going to make people, you know, go find something else to do, especially now, whereas we have shorter attention spans with the internet and having, you know, mobile devices. It's like easy for people to get locked.
We forgot how to party.
That's right.
And be together.
So if you grab people's attention and you get people hyped and you get people to stop looking at their phones, that's what makes a great artist to me, you know? So that's what I look for when I look for artists that I want to perform and, you know, that are going to bring that level of entertainment. Because at this point for me, it's about entertainment. It's about showing that you can put on a show and that you're an entertainer. I think that there's great, you know, talent out here, but not everybody's an entertainer. And I got that from you. I got that vibe just from the beginning, that you were an entertainer. So that's important to have. So tell me, what is the best advice that you've been given in this industry?
Don't trust anybody. That was the best advice that I ever received about this industry, because trust me, I was blind until I started making moves and started to see what people were talking about. So my mom used to tell me you can only fit a handful of friends, a handful of people. Otherwise, everybody around you is associates. So I take that into, like, I have my team.
That's right.
That's it. Everybody else, you're just an associate. But my team, this is the people I need to trust.
That's right. So. And trust is not given, it's earned in my camp. You know what I mean? It's like, you have to earn my trust. I have to, you know, believe that you're going to do what's best for the overall success of the group and everybody that's involved. It's not just for yourself. It's not a selfish way of being. It's not, you know, oh, I'm just going to make sure I make it. No, I want to make sure everybody makes it. And we're all happy.
That's my goal.
You know, so that's what I aim for, you know, in regards to anything that I build or any teams or any people that I'm around, you know, working with, is that we're all successful equally. And I think that you have that great mentality of having that from the beginning, you know, so shout out to you for that, because again, I've talked to plenty of artists and they've never come with something like that. So that's dope.
Trust. Don't trust nobody and only trust your team.
That's right. Now, if you could change anything in the music industry, what would it be? I think you're influential enough that you will make some changes in the industry. I see that.
The LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I realize even out of the music industry, I feel like they're starting to respect us and start us to give us a little leeway. But I feel like some labels and some people are still like iffy having certain things, and it's like I feel like it's more hard for artists to come out even if they're already a part of the music industry. So I just want to change the fact that I just want the labels to understand we're still human. Like I would just tell a regular person, we got talent. God made us both. We came out of the same type of, we were born the same freaking way, just different brains. And I just want them to understand that we all have talent as well. And we also want to create a lane for ourselves.
Right.
You know, and I just feel like that's not happening much in the industry. But hopefully me and a couple other people that I know that are in the industry that are just like me can help create that lane for people so they feel more comfortable and they have another outlet, like, you know what I mean? So.
Now, how do you identify, if you don't mind me asking? Because I like to believe.
A lot of people ask me this question.
You know, and I'm scared sometimes to say what you know what I mean? So I want to ask you before or, you know, say the wrong thing.
So I don't care. I don't care. So if you accidentally call me he, you call me he. If you accidentally call me a she, you call me she. I'm me. You know what I mean? Yep. I'm not like, oh, I'm them, or no. I'm me. If you see me how you see me, that's how you see me.
That's right.
But just know I know what I am. I know I was born a female. I know all that. But I don't want people to feel like they have to have like a chokehold every time they talk to me, because it's like, I just want people to know you can call me he or she.
Right.
I don't care.
And
I just know that I'm me and I love me.
And I think that's great that you know, identified like that, because it's, you know, it's hard sometimes now. You know, it's a very touchy subject.
Very hard. It's a very touchy subject. And I have some friends, you know, that had to correct me, and I respect them, and I let them know, you know, I can't help the way I talk sometimes, you know, and if I forget, I apologize. But they understand, you know, but I obviously, like, you know, there's some people who take it seriously, and then there's some people who don't care. I just want people to know when they're around me, I am what I am, and you can call me whatever you call me. Just make sure you respect me. That is all I ask for. Just respect me, but you can call me he, them, she, whatever comes to your mind, you can call me whatever.
I'm glad we had this conversation, Gigi, because again, it's not easy, you know, being a personality and, you know, speaking on people. It's sometimes you don't want to offend and you don't necessarily know. And I'm learning to ask questions, you know what I mean? Because I want to be, you know, politically correct. I want to identify as how you want to be identified. And I think that that's the conversations that we need to have. You know what I'm saying? Is that, you know, what is expected of how people view you, you know, and things like that. And just having those real raw conversations sometimes, because I think knowledge is power. And I think the more empowered we are, the better we'll get along, you know? So I'm excited. I'm excited that we had that, you know, conversation in regards to that. Tell me what's next for you. What's going on? What's coming up in the future for GGK?
Right now we're planning a mini tour, a mini 10-day tour or 10-city tour, something like that. But right now we're planning a tour for next year. I just got to, you know, do a couple music things, mandatory things. You know, I'm putting myself on probation until, you know, things happen. But yeah, so I got a lot of music coming up. I'm about to drop an album next year. I got a tour next year. Just a lot of crazy things are gonna happen next year. I'm working on my documentary with my label. Just crazy stuff, and it's just gonna all happen in the blink of an eye.
I love it. I know you have a couple of shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. I did see you on some on some shows that are coming in New England. Do you want to talk about those or shout those out? Make sure people come out and see you at those events that you have coming up.
So, due to taking some time off, I wouldn't be performing for a bit because I have to have a lot of studio sessions at this moment. But I'm gonna be at those events, you know, show my support to my people, you know, because they support me, so I gotta return that favor because support's free. But yeah, there's a couple shows happening. I'm not sure on the locations right now. I can't really remember on the top of my head, but I know there's one on the 2nd, and then there's one like a couple weeks after that. But you know, if you're in the Massachusetts area or if you add me on IG, I definitely make sure I post those events so you guys can see and you guys can come out and come chill with me and the gang.
I say, you see her handle at the bottom of the screen at the _ real GGK. You can find her. Yep. Make sure if you're watching this video, we have attached all her Linktree information on this video as well. I look forward to what's next for GGK. I think that the stars are already there. You know, I think that there's so much, you know, to come from you. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. And you have my support. Whenever you so much. I'm here for you, sis. I got you. Anything I can do, I'm going to do. I'm going to push.
Thank you, love. Same in return. Maybe hit the studio real quick. Give me
that's right. Okay. That's right. I love those sessions. Definitely. Anything I can do. But any last words, anything you want to say to your fans or people out here? I wanted to shout out a couple of people that's been watching and tuning in that I know are great people to be involved. Shout out to Buddha Monk. He actually, Wu-Tang Clan, Brooklyn Zoo, my guy, great friend. Marissa, PR, the best PR in the Northeast Division. She's worked with legendary artists. She actually got me the interview with Money B and Young Hump coming up.
Okay, look at you.
Shout out to my girl for that. Benjamin Janey, we just had him on. The making of a hip hop tycoon. He's worked with people like Post Malone, Virgil, all types of people. And he's making headways. He just wrote a book, one of the #1 bestsellers on Amazon. He also has a music distribution company that he's developing for independent artists. He talked a little bit about that. So he's tuning in. As well as Tony Briggs, all the way from California, my guy, DJ. Anytime I'm, in LA or need some information, LA, Tony is the guy. I just want to.
I'm gonna be coming out to Cali soon to show my face. So
that's right. That's right, and he'll be there. Definitely, anything you need, or from my side, from my network, you just let me know, and I'm here for it.
I appreciate it. Same goes here.
Ben said he was tuning in from Paris. He's a busy guy. So shout out to him from tuning in from the UK as well.
Shout out to Paris.
That's right. We're going to try to get there. I told him, I said, I even push my dreams in my sleep. I was in Paris the other night. I think that's important to understand that, what you believe and what you foresee in your life, you need to speak into existence. And I see you doing that, Gigi. I see you making
always speak it into existence.
The respect that I have in regards to you having a DJ already, that's important for artists to understand. Get you a DJ that really believes in you, that really is going to push the agenda for you when you're not in the room.
Oh, yeah.
And that's important. Shout out to DJ Boom for that, because he, bigged you up from the beginning. Like, listen, I need you
to do it. DJ Boom.
Yeah, for that one, because that was definitely Tyrone Ford. I know they were the ones who got you in the loop with me as well. So shout out to them. Shout out to Hev. Shout out to anybody that's involved. That's right, in the GGK movement. We're trying to take this to the next level and make her one of the #1 artists in New England, and I'm here for it. So, and again, I thank you so much.
I appreciate you so much for having me.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you for taking out your time, You know, shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Shout out to DJ Boom. Shout out to RGM. Shout out to Heavy's World. Shout out to all my friends that are just trying to make it. Shout out to my people in Florida. Shout out to everybody. You know, keep living it up. Keep being happy. Smile, you know, because a smile brings a long way. You know, keep being you. Don't listen to other people. And like my mama said, don't let anybody beat you for you cool. Because my mama once said, God don't like ugly.
That's right, baby. That's right. Always be beautiful. I love it. I love it. And you have a beautiful soul and a beautiful heart. And I'm here for that. GIGI.
Thank you.
Anything I could do.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in. You are now tuned in. Real Talk with TML, GGK, official first interview. I got it here. Make sure y'all go support her. Make sure you go pull up to her shows because she's going to give you a show. You understand?
Yeah. Alrighty, love. You have a beautiful night, and I'll see you soon.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Alrighty, love. Tune out. GK out.
Got me feeling some type of way, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. You got me, girl. Ha! You make me feel some type of way. Baby, won't you come to me? Oh, you make me go crazy. I've been losing sleep. Girl, what did you do to me? Oh.
You gotta understand that this is about marketing. Like, this whole thing is about marketing. It's about your image. It's about your story. You gotta be appealing to people. A lot of artists just have MySpace and just have, you know, a couple songs and don't have a website, don't have marketing. You gotta understand that this is a